Welcome back to Physics Point again. Today, in that class, we will study another important topic that is called T ratio, or in simply, it is called trigonometrical ratio. First, we understand how trigonometrical ratios are created and how they have value for different quadrants. So, let us start. This is an OX line and this is an OY line, and if OP, we understand it is a revolving line, and this revolving line start their rotation from OX axis and move in anti-clockwise direction in such a way it makes an angle theta. Then at any point, the point P, if we draw a normal or that cut OX at M in such a way that angle M is 90 degree and OP makes an angle theta with OX, such type of right angle triangle are normally called T ratios. Means all sides of right angle triangle are behave like a trigonometrical ratio. In this trigonometrical ratio, there are 6 trigonometric ratios: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta and cosecant theta. First we understand how these all 6 trigonometric ratios value are find out from that right angle triangle. Here that PM is called perpendicular, while OM is called base, and OP is called hypotenuse, So to find that value, the sin theta have formula MP bate OM, that is perpendicular upon base. Here perpendicular is MP and base is OM, so sin theta will be MP bate sin theta will be PM bate OP, that means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is the formula for sin theta. Similarly, cos theta have formula OM, that is base upon OP, that is hypotenuse, which is called base upon hypotenuse. Now third trigonometric ratio, that is tan theta. That tan theta easily calculate by divide sin theta by cos theta. If we divide sin theta by cos theta, then hypotenuse cancel to each other, then answer will be perpendicular by base. Perpendicular means MP is P and PM is OM is base, that means perpendicular by base will be the formula for tangent theta. And similarly, cot theta is opposite to tangent theta, so its value very easily you have to just reverse it, base but a perpendicular, that will be cos theta in that right angle triangle. Now fifth trigonometric ratio, that is called sec theta. Sec theta, always remember, it is the reciprocal of cos. What is the value of cos theta here? Base but a hypotenuse, that value reverse, hypotenuse by base will be sec theta. Here hypotenuse is OP, that is OP, and this is base, that is OM, means H upon B, that will be the sec theta. Now last trigonometric ratio, that is cosecant theta, is the reciprocal of sin theta. What the value of sin theta here? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, you have to just reverse hypotenuse by perpendicular, that is OP. OP is hypotenuse in that picture and MP is the perpendicular. So in that way we can find all 6 trigonometric values from that right angle triangle. Now we will relate some formulae. Since cosecant theta is the reciprocal of sin theta, sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, and cot theta is the reciprocal of tangent theta, these relations are so important to find the value of any trigonometric ratio to another trigonometric ratio. And there are 3 main important relations which are very helpful to get the value from another trigonometric ratio. First relation is sin square theta plus cos square theta is always 1. here if we take cos square here, 1 minus cos square theta will be sin square theta. That formula is also usable. Second, sec square theta minus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sec square theta 1 minus on that side it will be plus 1 plus tan square theta will also be a sec square theta. And there is another relation, cos square theta, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. If we take cot square theta on that side, 1 plus cot square theta should be equal to cosecant square theta. In this way, these relations are so important and so more useful to solving some trigonometric problems that we will discuss later. Now, we will draw a table. On that table, we try to find the value for different angles for those trigonometric ratios, that are the total 6 trigonometric ratios. Now, we will find only 3 trigonometric ratios value because these 3 are so important, and on taking their reciprocals, we can easily convert to the another trigonometric ratio. Since sine 1 upon sine is cosecant, 1 upon cos is secant, and 1 upon tan cot, that we have already studied here. So just we have to find these 3 trigonometric. First we will find all 3 trigonometric ratios value up to 90, and then we'll try how these value are found out. So for finding the value up to 90 degree, we have to put 4 4 4 4 4, and on upper side 0 1 2 3 4, and cut by 1 for finding the value. This is operate for sin theta. Now 0 by 4 is normally 0. We all know that. But you have to first take square root over all these, so that you can find all angles value for sine. 0 upon 4, 0 root, 0. But 1 upon 4 will be answer 1 by 2. 1 by 2 answer will be here. But here root 2 but 2, root 2 upon 2, but after rationalize root 2 divided by root 2, that will be 2 by 2 root 2, that is 2 to cancel out, then it will be 2 root 2, 1 upon root 2. So here will be answer 1 upon root 2. Now next, root 3 divided by, it can be solved like root 3 but a root 4, but root 4 answer is 2, and root 3 by 2 answer, root 3 by 2 answer this way. And next 90, root 4 4 1, 1 root 1 is always 1, so it will answer 1. In that manner you can easily find the value up to 90 degree for sine trigonometric ratio. Now cos, for finding the value of cos up to 90, you have to just reverse that line. You have to take 1 here, root 3 by 2 here, 1 by root 2 as usual, 1 by 2 here, and 0 that side. For finding the value of tan, you have to divide sine by cos. 0 by 1 is normally 0, but 1 by 0 infinity, because it is undefined. But here 2 to cancel out, 1 by root 3, and root 2 cancel out, it will be answer 1, but here 2 to cancel out, root 3 will be answer. In that manner, up to 90 degree, you can find all the basic 3 trigonometric ratio value. Now we will find other these angles for the trigonometric value. There is a formula that is called quadrant formula. It is called quadrant formula. So in that quadrant formula, we will solve how these values are find out. Suppose this is the horizontal line and this is the vertical line, and these lines are cut 4 quadrants. This is called quadrant number 1st, quadrant number 2nd, quadrant number 3rd, quadrant number 4. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratio, that is total 6 trigonometric ratio, all will be positive. While in second quadrant, sine and their reciprocal cosecant will be positive, but rest of all 4 are negative. But in quadrant number 3rd, tan and its reciprocal cot will be positive, and other rest of all will be negative. But in quadrant number 4, the cos reciprocal secant theta will be positive, and rest all 4 trigonometric ratios will be negative in that quadrant. To convert one quadrant to another, all these you have to understand. This is the horizontal line is called dead line, and this vertical line active line. And the formula of this trigonometric signs value, there is a ACASTC. Add sugar to coffee means in first quadrant add for all trigonometric sign positive, but in case of as for sine and its reciprocal cosecant will be positive and rest of all 4 will be negative. In this third quadrant tan and tan reciprocal cot will be positive, while in this one this will be cos and secant will be positive and rest of all will be negative. You have to convert whenever we cross active line, the covector will change. How? This is the sine value for 0 to 90 degree, and we want to find the value for sine 120 degree. So sine 120 degree can be written as sine 90 plus 30 degree. Now see, 90 degree quadrant goes to first quadrant borderline. This is active line. Active line means you have to change cofactor. Sine change into cos. Sine change into cos. Now 90 plus theta, sine change into cos, and it will take 30 degree value because that quadrant over 90 here. You have to take extra 30 degree. That's why you take the 30 degree for cos. Now what about sine? You have to check the sine value here. The quadrant, whose quadrant we want to convert, you take the sine of it. Okay, in that second quadrant, because we have crossed that active line, in that quadrant sine and cosecant are positive but rest all are negative, but here we have answer is cos. So its value let us check out. Now it is sine. Sine is positive value here, so it will be positive sine because we have enter into that quadrant where sine is positive. That's why we take sine positive. And why we change sine to cos? Because we cross the active line. Whenever you cross the active line, the cofactor automatically change. But in case of dead line, cofactor doesn't change. So cos 30. Now find the value. Cos 30 here. Cos 30 value come out will be root 3 by 2. So you just put cos 30 root 3 by 2. In that manner you can find value. Now we will find 155. For finding 135, you have to put sine 90 plus 45 degree, but in 90 you have to change active. You have cross active line means cofactor change, that is cos. Now sine ka cos 90 plus 45 you have to take angle 45 degree, and we know that the we have to convert sine, but in that sine is positive, so take sine positive cos 45. Check out, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. You have to put 1 by root 2. In similar manner, you have find 150. 150 for finding 150 degree, you have to take sine 90 plus 60 degree. But at that time, cofactor already changed cos 60, and answer will be positive cos 60. What's value cos 60 here? 1 by 2. That is 1 by 2. But 180 case. Now what about 180 case? In case of 180, you have to put in 90. What is the mean? Sin 90 you cast active line, but 80 means you are here on that line. Means what will be here? Cos 90, but this is which line is? That line. Cofactor will change or not? Cofactor automatically change here, but you did not cross that board line. That's why. You are in that area. So you have to cross that line. That's cofactor will change, but answer will be positive or negative. The answer will be cos 90. Cos 90 sign positive because you in that area, na? Positive cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. You have to put 0 here. In that manner, you can find the value for all trigonometric ratio. Let us check one more for this value. Now, but we have to find tan 150. For finding tan 150, you have to find the value for. We have already find sin 150. You have to find cos 150 and divide together, get the answer 150. Let us check. Cos 150 first we find. Cos 150 means cos 90 plus 60. At that time we cross active line, means cofactor change, that is sin. Sin 60. You have to take the sign of cos. In second quadrant, cos is not here. A sine and cosecant are positive. Rest means this is negative. You have to put negative here. Sine 60. Sine 60 here, root 3 by 2. That means answer will be minus ka root 3 by 2. You have to put that answer here. Minus root 3 by 2. Now divide these two well. 2 to 2. Cancel out.